So we're here with Andrea Emone, a distinguished sailor in your own right. You previously sailed on the Spanish Sail GP team, and now you're a data analyst with Alinghi Red Bull Racing. You had a pretty epic day on the water with offshore winds gusting over 20 knots later in the session. How was it out there?
Today was an amazing day. We had plenty of different wind speeds and different conditions, and I think I really enjoyed it, and it was good to see the guys also taking the maximum of the day.
Yeah, so you're on the chase boat bouncing around, reading the live data. What's it like doing this job?
It's crazy. I think it's not the same that looking at the data in the office, that's for sure. At the end, what we are is 30 knots following a 40 knots plus boat, jumping into the waves with numbers changing all the time. And yeah, it's just amazing. Try to get confident into it and take the most of it.
So what's the data you're looking at when you're out on the water?
It depends a lot of which scenario we are, what are we doing, but at the end it's always basics. Like we want to focus on what we are doing, boat speed, course wind angles, and make sure basic targets are done and we are on the spot and on the exercise of the moment.
Do you have different targets on different days? Do you look for different things?
Yeah, of course. Each day is different, and even in a day, every moment is different, and we tie to what we have to do in each moment.
So what were you looking at today?
Today, basically, to each segment molding.
Yeah. Is there anything you can see that the sailors cannot see?
At the end, what the basics of data is, what you can have is a trend, it's an average. At the end, the sailor is seeing the instant. And that's, I think, what data give as a plus. But we don't have the feeling, and they do. So at the end, it's the common what makes the message.
So how many data points per second do you collect, for example, on the AC75?
Okay, so in the AC40, we have around 10 data per second, and then in the 75 we just another boat with similar conditions, so we could be in a very similar frequencies. Yes.
And how many sensors have you got on the boat? On the boat?
Wow, how many sensors? So sensors there is plenty, and because at the end it's not only for performance, but plenty of other things depend on the sensors. So I couldn't tell you an exact number, but what I can tell you is that it's a lot, much more than you can imagine. I even don't have the number, and one sensor can create more than one variable. And so imagine how big is the matrix of the numbers that each boat of this type is generating. So we have to do a very good selection of what we want to see each day before going to the water, that's for sure.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Thank you.